Assalamualaikum and good day. This is Progress 2, a continuation from Progress 1 video, which you can click on your top right hand side. And this is about configure SFTP server, web server, and carry out integration testing. This video will be divided into 3 parts. The first one is configure SFTP server and testing. SFTP is a Secure File Transfer Protocol, or SSH File Transfer Protocol, that provides file access, file transfer, and file management over any reliable data stream. To set this up, we have to install SSH File Server. To do this, we have to type sudo apt install OpenSSH/server. Enter our password. Here we have to mount our CD or .iso file. To do this, go to Device, go to Optical Drive and select that file. In case you forgot, this is the same file that we used during our installation of Debian 9. Next, we have to add group named SFTP server. To do this, we just type sudo add group SFTP server. Now we have to edit the SSHD file. To do this, type sudo /etc/etc/ssh/sshd_config and then press enter. Make sure your command is correct. Oops, I left something there. I have to type SSH. There we go. Press enter. And once we are in, scroll down until we find subsystem. Okay, type hashtag or pound, and then we have to type this. Please make sure there is no typo, because it will be hard for us if we have any typo, even one. So please double check what you have typed in. Once double checked, type Ctrl O to save and press enter, and then Ctrl X to exit. Now we have to restart our SSHD to check if there's any error. If there's error, you have to go back to the nano file to check your error. If there is none, it will come out like this. Now we're going to add a new user named SFTP user in the group that we just added earlier, which is SFTP server. To do this, just type this command. Enter our password and then retype it again. And if you want to insert details in here, you can go ahead, but if you don't want to, you can just press enter until the end. Now we're going to make a new directory. To do this, we type sudo space mkdir space /home/sftp user /sftp user dir. SFTP user dir is the name of the directory that we just created. And then we can check if SFTP user and SFTP user directory that we just created are in our system. So we just type that command and there we go, we have that. As we can see, the permission for SFTP user directory is only available for the root. So we have to change that. To do this, we type sudo CHOWN stands for change owner root /root space /home/SFTP user. and then continue with sudo chown SFTP user /SFTP server space /home /SFTP user /SFTP user dir. And then we can check using this command. We can see if the permission has been changed or not. There we go. The permission has been changed. As you can see, the SFTP user and SFTP server has the permission for SFTP user directory. The next step is to install WinSCP. To do this, go to any browser that you like. In my case, I use Google Chrome and just type WinSCP. So WinSCP is a free and open source SSH file transfer protocol. It is a network protocol that provides file access, file transfer, and file management over any reliable data stream. Just click here to download it, and don't worry, this is the official source for downloading this software. For my case, I have downloaded it. So once downloaded, go to the start button and type WinSCP. And from here, we have to choose SFTP. The host name is the same IP address for the Linux server. If we refer back to the question, we can see that the IP address for the Linux server is 192.168.56.10. So use that IP address and put it inside the WinSCP server for the host name field. Proceed to enter the username and password that we created earlier. Don't worry about this one, just choose yes. Now we are connected to our host. Now we're going to do the testing for the SFTP that we have configured. What we're going to do here is to copy a file or transfer a file from the Windows host machine to the Linux server. So just copy a file from the Windows and then paste it on Linux server. You can choose any file. I'm choosing the file with my name. Now we can check on Linux server whether our transfer file has succeeded or not. To do this, we type the command ls/home/sftp user/sftp user directory. Alhamdulillah, we have our file that we just transferred. Our SFTP configuration has succeeded. Now we are going to the second part, which is configure web server. First, we go to activities and type terminal. And then we have to install Apache 2. So we have to type this command, sudo apt/get install Apache 2. Yes, and then we have to insert our password. To check whether this installation has succeeded or not, we have to go to Mozilla Firefox and then type localhost. Then we will be presented with this page. This means that our installation is successful. The next part is we're going to edit this file. So we have to type this command, sudo nano/var/www/html/index.html. Here we are. So we have to delete all of this. To do this, we press Ctrl with K. Then we're going to type this into this file. Just follow what I will type in here. I typed BITZ 1213 company because of this is the question that I'm referring to. Make sure there is no error or typo, and once you have done with that, press Ctrl O to save, and then press enter and Ctrl X to exit. The third part is integration testing. Okay, now we're going to Mozilla Firefox and then refresh the localhost page. And there we go. We have the edited interface that we just edit in the file. Linux server done. Now we're going to test on Windows host machine. Go to any web browser that we like to go. But before we start testing, we have to understand that we're on the Windows host machine at the moment and we want to communicate with the Linux server. So we have to enter the IP address for the Linux server, which is 192.168.56.10. Use the same IP address and then paste it on any web browser in Windows host machine, and there we go. And if we test on any web browser on the same Windows host machine, we will get the same page. Like so. Alhamdulillah, our web server configuration has succeeded. And that is all from me. Thank you for watching.